Hey guys, it's Military Poker Guy once again here. Today is game number 8. We're going to do some 5-card stud, low hole wild, and high spade splits half the pot. I'm going to continue to post these. Please subscribe. Loving everybody's questions. Glad to help. I'm pretty responsive. Any type of questions you have in these crazy games, yes, they are crazy games, but they are a lot of fun. So without further ado, here we go once again. 5-card stud, low hole wild, high spade splits half the pot. So, dealer always antes, that's my tip. I always throw at the beginning. It's my little niche. Prevents all the chaos. Should 4 guys in here. From whoever forgot the ante or when someone's drinking, etc., etc., etc. So the way this game works is pretty simple. It's 5 studs. So old school 5 stud is 1 down, 3 up, 1 down, no wild cards, da da da. This game's it's the same format but a little bit different. All right. First off, we're going to shuffle and then we're just going to deal. We'll just jump right into it. So it's a split pot. Best high poker hand gets half the pot, and whoever has the highest spade in the hole, it has to be in your down card. That person's going to get half the pot. Okay. So here we go. We're going to do. Everybody's going to get 1 down, and then 1 up. Okay, so now remember, high spade in the hole gets half the pot. It has to be in your down card. And this card is wild. The low hold is wild. So what that means is if, regardless, whatever this card is, it's wild. If it's a 3, guess what? Now I have 2 wild cards. So let's just take a look and see what I got. I got an 8, all right? So I'm out of the spade for now because the last card is down. But there is an option on the last card also, okay? So let's just take a look around the table. Obviously, these cards will be down, but we just want to see what everybody has. Look at that. Phenomenal card. Phenomenal card. So this guy right away is going to be grooving because he's thinking he's going to get half the pot unless someone has an ace. And also remember that this card is wild too. Let's see what this guy's got. He's got a 9, so he's but he's got a pair of aces at this point, right? I have a pair of 3s, and he has a pair of 9s with the king in the hole, all right? Here comes this guy. He's got a 3 down, so he's got a pair of 8s. Now we're going to bet. So high hand's going to bet. So this guy throws in half. Everybody's coming around half. You can raise at this point if you want. If not, just keep playing. Okay? Second card. Third card. Quack. Look at that. Ace. So now this game, and I didn't stack this deck. This game just even got a little crazier because what happened to this guy? He knows that he's got half the pot, right? This guy over here, he's got trip aces. So not right away, we're starting to think, hey, we better get something really good going here or we're dead and we're just going to keep throwing money. We're probably going to, let's see what these cards come out as and we may fold at this point. 5, okay, so look, he's flushing now. Remember, this is wild. He had a 3 in the hole, but still, he has 3 spades at this point. Coming around to me, 8. Look at that. Wow, I didn't stack this deck. So now, I have 2 wild cards. 8, 8, 3. So I have trip 3s. Even though I'm looking over here at trip aces, I'm going to stick around because never how this game's going to go. So once again, here we go. We're going to bet. All right. So this guy goes half. He's going to call. I'm going to call. I mean, I'm building. Who knows what I'm going to get here. And once again, this guy right here is probably going to raise. He's going to make it a buck. So everybody's going, oh, he's got the spade. People are starting to think. So this guy might come over here. He might make it a buck. Let's say he makes it a $1.50. So now it costs this guy a buck. It costs me a buck. And then it costs this guy a half. All right? So look at that pot. That pot's building really nice. Coming out for the 4th card. Hook. 4, no help on the aces. 10. So 10's not going to groove him for the flush. He's probably going to end up folding. And then coming around to me, bam, ace. All right, so that really doesn't help me. I still do have 2 wild cards, so I stand corrected. It does help me because now I have trip aces. 3 high, and he's going to have trip aces, which nobody's going to know this, 4 high, okay? So now we're going to bet. This guy over here, he's probably going to fold because the betting's getting ready to get really crazy. So this guy comes over here because I'm going to go half. This guy says, you know what, I got nothing to build, I'm folding. I have trip aces. Obviously, I'm going to call. This guy right here, he's probably going to raise. He'll make it a buck. Call. Okay, so let's talk about the fifth card. There's a caveat here in the fifth card. You can take the fifth card up for a buck. Why would you want to do that? I have a perfect scenario here why I would want to do that. If you look, I have an 8, so I have a pair of 8s. All my 8s right now are wild. If I take it down and I get a 2, guess what? My 8s are no longer wild, and then I would just have 3 8s. You see what I'm saying? So I want to keep these cards wild. So that's just a situation with me. This guy right here, he's not going to waste $1. He's already got half the pot. He really has nothing building on his poker hand, so he's going to take it down. And then look at this guy right here. He's got trip aces with the 9. Then if he got, regardless of what he gets, he's going to have trip aces unless he pairs the board or he gets another ace or he gets this card. So really, it's really not advantageous for him to take the card up either. So these guys are going to save $1 and I'm going to spend $1. So here we go, coming around. I'm going to ask this guy right here, you want it up or down? He's going to say down. This guy right here, I'm going to ask if you want it up or down? He's going to say down. And then I'm going to come to myself. Do I want it up or down? I'm going to say up. I'm going to throw $1 in, and then I'm going to take it up. Okay. So now let's see what everybody's got here. If you remember, I had trip aces, and that's all I still have because my 8s are wild. Now trip aces queen high. All right. So I'm battling big time with this guy right here, depending on what he got. This guy right here, really didn't matter what he got. He's got half the pot because he's got the king. And the ace is out, so he knows he's going to get half the pot. So he's just going to kick back and raise as much as he possibly can. Now let's see what this guy got over here. He got a king and a 9. So this king just grouped in big time. Why? Because he has trip aces king high, and I have trip aces queen high. So the betting is going to get a little crazy. So I'm thinking, okay, hey, I have a better kicker. Maybe not, but maybe I could have paired. I mean, there's multiple different scenarios right here. Okay, let's say he got the 4, then he would be full house. All right. For myself, looking at my cards, I know that I just have trip aces, and if he's looking at my hand, he's probably saying, unless he's got, the best he could probably have would be trip aces if that guy's looking at me, and then this guy over here is groovy. So now we're going to bet and raise one final time, and then after that, bam, we're going to show our cards. So I'm going to say trip aces queen high. This guy's going to roll. He's like, I got half, I got the king. And then this guy right here is going to say, I got trip aces king high, and then he's going to break it off on me. So then these two guys will split the pot. So there you go. That is 5-card stud. First and last card down, high spade in the hole, low hole wild, okay, with the option on the last card. All right. If you have any questions on this one, another wild and crazy game we used to play back in the day, post comments. Please subscribe. I'm glad to help. Any questions you have. This is game number 8. Thanks for joining. Good luck.